So, Legends has actually finally broken another world record. Well, maybe not a world record, but I think definitely their record by now. And that's the longest maintenance ever in Legends. So I think at the moment, as I'm recording this, I think it's currently 36 hours plus the game's been down for, which is obviously the longest I've ever had. I think even in Dokkan I don't even think's had this long of a maintenance, right? But I guess the big thing is, when's it going to go live, right? Now, this is probably the hard part because, surprisingly, this is most likely not Legends' fault. So, if we have a quick look here, they do explain roughly what's going on. But they have left out some key details, which does make it a bit harder. But one of the problems I can already see here, which I think could be an issue, is obviously the big update we have got is 6.18.0, but we're already trying to push out 6.19.0, so that could be an issue already. But the big problem they have here is got the store review process is still taking additional time, which what they mean is basically Google Play Store and Apple App Store, or whatever Apple calls it. They're both basically like rejecting the updates, right? So obviously, with any phone games or any games in general, you always gotta let the people know, like at Google or App Store, like, hey, we've got an update dropping on this date, this is what's gonna happen, and stuff like that. And they go, yep, we'll put it live, right? So I think Dokkan, for example, pushes the update out a week before we usually get new info, new stuff in the game, where Legends does it a few days before, sometimes. But I think for this instance, they may have rushed the update, and that could be for a few reasons. Maybe Vegito wasn't finished just in time yet, or they had to adjust a few things, stuff like that. So now we're in this process of when are we going to see this go live. Now, I have seen that a few people said that this happens on a few other apps recently, so there could be an issue with the review process of the apps at the moment on mobile devices. I'm not too sure. To say anything else here, so we can have a look quickly on Twitter, because they did post basically the same thing there as well. Official Legends account is posted here. This is a Japanese version, just makes it a bit easier for me to see the time, but they actually didn't even didn't even worry about putting an estimated time here. So it's basically the same thing, they're apologizing, stuff like that. Same thing, so they'll make updates as soon as they know what the process is, for example. The sad thing is, I can sort of see what could happen, and I'll say it now, I don't think we'll see Legends go live for at least 6+ hours. Now, the reason I'm saying that is basically the same thing as last time, right? So, at the moment, I'm currently, I think, an hour and a half in front of Japan time, and at the moment, it's getting pretty late, so I would assume the full staff at Legends have probably gone home now, unless they're working overtime, which could be the case. They do that a lot. But I think very soon they'll just go to bed, because there's no point. Like I said, it's not Legends' fault. It's up to the app stores to determine, yep, let's release the update. Because as soon as we get the update, the servers can go live. But since they've added a few game changes, they can't, let everyone in, because the game will just, pretty much break itself because of coding and stuff like that. So as soon as we get official confirmation that the updates are being rolled out, then we can expect, maintenance end within like an hour, I would say. But we can quickly check now while I'm recording to see if I have got an update. So on Google Play here, as you can see, it's still exactly the same. We can do this little trick here, which sometimes it works. No. So as soon as this updates, then we're looking good. But at the moment, because even here in the events and offers, you can see the official video. We have got like the Legend of Vegito here. But in the events and offers, I haven't updated this, because I have to update this as well to promote the new update. So, for example, if I go in the games here, it would pop up the top here, like, hey, there's a new Vegito, like, for here, for example, new Bardock here. But, Legends hasn't got that at all. So, I think, like I said, if I had to put an estimate time now of when we can roughly see something happen with Legends, because then the next thing is we've got to look at as well, which, yet again, I don't know how. I mean, we may not have to worry about this at all. But let's say, for example, in a few hours, the update drops out. I highly think we could see another emergency maintenance because the server overload. Because obviously, as soon as Legends gets an update, everyone's going to try and get on straight away. So the Legends servers might overflood with people already, and they have to shut down for emergency maintenance. yeah, again, I don't think that's gonna happen because I'm assuming while we're waiting for this, Legends is working behind the scenes to adjust the servers. I hope if they if they're smart enough. But if not, then we should be fine. But I thought I'd just show that, like, you know, put that out there. If Legends does all of a sudden emergency maintenance, it will be because of that. So I guess that is Legends' fault because they can prepare for this time now. But at the same time, we can't fully put a date on when this is going to go live. So, and compensation as well. I think compensation, we should hopefully expect 1000cc minimum. But I would personally prefer to see anywhere from 3k to 5k cc. I think that is acceptable for us. But I think 1k cc is probably what they're going to give out. But knowing Legends, we may only get like 500cc or something like that. But I don't think so. Because like I said, this is maybe the biggest, or one of the biggest updates in Legends history. And not being able to play for practically 2 days now, nearly, is a huge L, which, like I said, it's not Legends' fault, but they could have, you know, put this app update a week in advance, because I don't think anything would have leaked in the app update, because we still needed the data download to show, you know, Vegito, for example. I don't think the app update would show Vegito, but I could be wrong. Maybe that's why they didn't do it, but they could have still prepared the update a week before and then click live as soon as, you know, like reset day, for example. So yeah, I guess the next thing is, I don't know when I'll be able to record the summon video, because I don't know when, like, the summons could go up in a few hours and I'll probably be asleep by then, so I'll probably have to record my summons after reset tomorrow, probably. So I mean, that's even if the servers are up then. We have no clue at the moment. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below, guys, what you guys think about this. If you think we deserve 100,000 CC as compensation, or you think we're getting nothing, stuff like that. And yeah, if you guys like this video and you want to see more, please like and subscribe, and I see you as I win the next one.